Sawadee-ka and good afternoon. Today is Thursday, the 10th of March, 2022, and this is the English language summary of the press briefing by the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration, or CCSA. Let me start with a quick recap of the Thai briefing just now to share with our English language audiences a couple of points that may be of interest to you. As usual, the Thai briefing mentioned that the meeting monitored the global and regional situation of COVID, and specifically in Thailand, the national meeting, which is an interagency meeting on communicable diseases, met and agreed yesterday on a plan to advance Thailand into the endemic phase of COVID-19. In specific terms, it means that they have identified 4 specific phases that they will be taking the country into. The first being the combating phase, which is where we currently are for the months of March and April. The second phase is the Plateau phase, which will occur during the months of April and May. The third phase then is the declining phase, which will occur during late May to June. And the last is the post-pandemic phase, which we very much hope will begin from the 1st of July onwards. This is cause for a bit of cautious optimism for everyone here in Thailand. Let me return now to our usual updates with an update on entry into Thailand, and a slide will come up for you very shortly, and that reflects that during the 1st to the 9th of March 2022, 73,157 travelers entered Thailand. Of this number, the majority, or 62,854 travelers, entered via the Test and Go or Quarantine Exemption Scheme. 8,921 entered via the Sandbox scheme, and 1,382 the unvaccinated or not fully vaccinated persons entered via alternative quarantine. Another slide that will come up very shortly for you will reflect the majority of international travelers coming from top 10 countries of origin during this same period from 1 to 9 March, namely Germany, the UK, Singapore, the US, France, Russia, UAE, Australia, Israel, and Cambodia. We continue to welcome friends and family back into the country, and thank you for bearing with us as we have over the months had to make quite a few adjustments due to the situation globally, regionally, and domestically. While registration and approvals continue to run very smoothly, unfortunately, we are once again coming across the work of ill-intentioned individuals sending out fake emails claiming to be from Thailand Pass. Once again, please do not click on anything that does not come from the official Thailand Pass email. That is thpass@tp.consular.go.th, and you have that clearly on screen for you. Let me also confirm once again that as far as Thailand Pass is concerned, the personal information that is in our system has not been compromised. Let's turn now to the usual updates with a general situation of COVID-19 Thailand in numbers, and you have that there on screen. New confirmed cases today, 22,984 cases. Recoveries are outpacing them at 24,161 cases, and unfortunately still logging in new fatalities, a slightly increased number there at 74 cases, although that is still relatively low, 0.20% of total infections. The new infections and clusters are being found in schools, restaurants, markets, offices, factories, and religious ceremonies, in particular funeral services. And as far as the rise in fatalities are concerned, the majority of the fatalities are from the elderly and medically vulnerable groups, including those who have not been vaccinated or fully vaccinated. During the past few weeks, the rise in new COVID-19 numbers has led to a significant increase in the number of severe cases as well, requiring treatment in hospitals in Thailand. Still, the number of seriously ill COVID-19 cases remains much lower than the numbers we were seeing last July, August 2021. As a matter of fact, there is currently capacity in the healthcare system to admit patients, but in any case, home isolation continues to be encouraged for those with mild symptoms or those who are asymptomatic. A bit more information on what exactly is happening domestically in terms of rising infections is the discovery of the BA.2 subvariant of Omicron becoming the dominant strain in Thailand. The Director General of the Medical Sciences Department, Dr. Supakit Sirilak, has revealed that this BA.2 subvariant of the COVID-19 Omicron variant is spreading rapidly across Thailand and is replacing the BA.1 as the dominant subvariant. Dr. Supakit specifically mentioned that, in fact, BA.2 now accounts for 51.8% of Omicron cases, and the rest, 48.2%, represents the BA.1 strain. This is a clear indication that BA.2 is spreading much faster than BA.1. Although studies conducted by the World Health Organization have not concluded that BA.2 is more severe than BA.1, but BA.2 has been found to be 1.4 times more transmissible than BA.1 and is spreading at a rate of 10% more within households. So it is therefore important that members of the public remain vigilant by continuing to observe universal prevention both in the community as well as within households. Let's turn now to the list of top 10 provinces with COVID-19 cases, as we usually do. And you see that list there with Bangkok topping the list, followed by Nakhon Si Thammarat, Chonburi, Samut Prakan, Nonthaburi, and the list goes on. Again, the red numbers indicating a worsening situation and the green numbers indicating a decrease in the number of infections. Let's take a look now at the progress in our vaccination drive with another slide coming up for you, revealing that yesterday we administered 171,790 doses of vaccines, increasing the accumulated number of vaccinations to 125.3 million doses. This brings us up to 77.8%, which is over 54 million people of Thailand's population having received their first dose, 71.8%, or over 49.9 million people having received their second dose of the vaccine, and 30.7%, or over 21.3 million people having received their third dose. And that is all I have for today for our audiences at home. I'd like to end actually with an infographic that we prepared for you from the WHO to emphasize the importance of getting vaccinated. Get vaccinated as soon as it's your turn to protect yourself and also your loved ones from serious COVID-19 disease and death. Please do all that you can to stay healthy and stay safe and stay positive. Thank you for your attention today, and we will see you again next week. Thank you ค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
ครับขอบพระคุณ